That's
I thought
my
you said
stance.
megabyte earlier.
Maybe I did. I don't know. I have no idea how much it was. I don't know. I quit paying attention after he showed us horse porn. I was just laughing.
All right, everyone, welcome to episode 1 of Fucked Up Talks with the Boys. Since your guys' real names sound like code names, we're going to use yours. And we're going to use my real name because nobody who knows me professionally knows it.
Okay.
But we're going to have to change the names of literally every other person we talk to. Except for my buddy, because his name sounds like a joke name, even though that's his legit fucking name. Now, anyways, back to the original topic of people getting fucked to death by horses. Because that's apparently a thing that has happened in real life. Still, continue with the horse porn story.
Okay, so this guy at Walmart, he was talking to some of my buddies, and he started showing them horse porn. And he told them he could get flash drives with horse porn on them, so that they can watch it on their home computers and shit.
What a strange world we find ourselves in.
Dude, he's fucking hilarious.
Who is?
The old guy at Walmart.
Do you know him?
No, I've just talked to him like twice or a few times.
So you know him?
I don't know his name or anything. I just know that he's funny.
Just know that he likes horse porn.
I don't know if he likes it. I just know that he has it.
He's like, I can get your hard drives full of this shit. Doesn't even like it.
I mean, to be fair, there is an awful lot of very talented artists that only make as much money as they do because they are willing to draw fetish furry porn.
Yeah, but they weren't gonna. I don't know if he was implying that they had to pay for it. So,
man, he reminds me of this guy I used to work with, his frag hand, and he would have like the most fucked up shit on his phone, and he would show it to people, but like in the van on the way to location, he had videos, and he literally only had these videos so he could show them to other people and gross them out. Like the one where there's this hot chick sucking on one of them long lollipops in a movie theater next to this dude, and then she starts jerking him off, and then she whips out her cock from under her skirt. Yeah, that's a life-changing experience when you're not expecting it. or like oh god damn it, why did I have to remember that right after dinner? Fuck. There's this other video. This woman took a shit so long and so solid it looked like a snake was coming out of her ass. God, that guy was fucking hilarious to be around.
Yeah, there's
good old fucking Jim Bob.
There's this chick at school, and she sucked off one of the English teachers so that he'd give her an A. And apparently he then proceeded to up her grade to a B. And
wait, up? Don't you mean downgraded?
No, upped it to a B. She was failing.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
He upped it to a B, and she got pissed off. So she was threatened to tell some people about it. He's like, "You're not getting higher than a B. You're not even good at sucking dick." So her grade is a B, and like 60 people know about it. And I don't know why the principals don't know about it or just don't care about it. I'm hoping they just don't know about it, but...
Oh, God. Fuck. Well, it's a good thing that we're doing this as a recording and not live.
Why?
Because I can censor this shit.
I mean, nobody knows who I'm talking about.
I mean, there are people that know, it's just none of them watch my channel. I think.
I mean, who does watch your channel?
Nobody.
Fuck you, I have viewers. God damn it.
And it's you.
No. Well, okay, fine. It's not on my channel, it's on my buddy's channel, but sorry, I was a large part of that, okay?
Okay, that's fair.
Well, dude, he's gotten like multiple messages from people that would It was funny because we would always do live streams, right? That was our whole thing. We were gonna like have a fucking Let's Play Renaissance. That's not how we worded it, but we were just gonna like play video games, and we were gonna do it live. And we were hoping, because, you know, we forgot that YouTube is, well, assholes.
Goddamn racist cop. Look, he pulled him over and he's black.
Are you?
Or is that... Is
The cop is black, you fucking idiot.
The other guy's also a cop, and the guy in the car was black, so... It's like the one NWA... It's the one NWA song, you know, like the black police showing out for the white cop.
Man, look, dude, we're in Oklahoma. He
Look
might
at the
have
guy's
just
tire. Okay, it was just wobbling back and forth.
It's just Uncle Ruckus from fucking
Uncle Ruckus. Oh my man, I almost wish there was like an unironic Uncle Ruckus type of black dude just going on the news all the time, because that would make shit so much less depressing. Or like fucking Clayton Bigsby. You just see some dude in a Klan outfit, and then he takes his hood off, and you realize it's a blind black man.
Wait, so can blind people be racist?
Yes.
Okay, but like... Wait, no. Like, how do they discriminate, though, if they can't tell? Like, do they just assume?
They just use their noses, but...
Alright, let's all be real with each other for a second, alright? Every ethnicity has its own twang that adjusts how they speak any given language, alright? Like, it's harder to tell when you don't natively speak the language a lot of the times. Now, there are some words you can obviously tell that they've got some kind of accent thing going on. Like, it's like somebody that grew up speaking, say, Mandarin Chinese, right? And then you hear them speaking French. Even if you don't speak French, you can hear that they also didn't always speak French. You know what I mean? And I swear to God, every Jew that I have ever met, regardless of what country they were from, America, Australia, European shitholes, or Eastern Europe, I guess. You know, seems like Eastern Europe's getting pretty base nowadays.
Dude, we just need to take at least the UK. We need to take the UK, turn the whole thing into like Disneyland, but medieval times.
No, we just need to turn the entire country, with a few exceptions, because I will say this for the Britmongs, because it was in England where the Arctic Warfare Magnum rifles were invented.
I feel like you're trying to defend Britain.
Dumbass, we're white Americans. We got British in us.
Yeah, but we basically said get the fuck away from us, you're too British. And we just kind of...
Well, I mean, if you actually want to look at how things played out, I would argue that the real problem with Britain is that it's too French.
Yeah, fair enough, but...
I mean, here's the thing. Before the British accent as we know it today existed, they talked more or less like Americans and Canadians. They enunciated words properly. What changed... Here's the thing. The language of the nobility used to be French. And so, when things had gotten to a point where it was way more common for people to travel all over Europe, even less wealthy people, you know, poor folks, it was getting to the point where you'd have even poor people that spoke multiple languages. And a lot of times they would take jobs working for merchants or rich people. And so, of course, the English nobility and aristocracy and all that other gayness, they all decided they had to do something else to distinguish themselves above the lower classes, rather than simply speaking languages that they didn't, since that was very clearly not going to last. And so they decided to speak in a more, how do I put this? A more affected way, and that's where we got the British accent. And because of that, we actually get to correct the British on how they speak English, because they're objectively doing it incorrectly. Because they started doing it incorrectly on purpose to make themselves sound more distinguished and self-important.
Yeah, but now they just sound like they're fucking chewing on chalk constantly.
Well, most people that speak... God damn it, Steele. Most people that speak languages, when they speak, they let the words flow. British people and Scottish people, they don't so much let the words flow so much as they chew them up and spit them out like poor kids do with boiled peanuts.
Yeah, but like fucking. But
they are human. We tested them.
Okay, but Scottish people, at least Scottish people sound cool. And Scottish people will fight and drink and shit. Scottish people are cool. They're kind of like Irish people, but not. Fucking British people are just trash at everything. Like, they even make tea shittily. Like, that's their whole thing.
Anybody that's making tea that isn't the Chinese or the Native Americans from America, not the rest of North America, just the real America, not Canada, not Mexico. Well,
wait,
no, ayahuasca's from further south than that.
Who made green tea? Wasn't that Japan? Asian countries in general are good at it, but isn't green tea Japan, or maybe it's Chinese and I'm just retarded?
I'm pretty sure it originated in China, but I mean, I'm pretty sure that quite a bit of Japan is like good environment for growing tea leaves.
Yeah, Japan and China, like they were one like thing at first. I don't remember. I didn't pay attention in history class. I just kind of.
They didn't really talk to us about tea. Well, we don't live in England.
Yeah, but like I just didn't pay. Like, if you pay attention in history class, it's either because you find it interesting, or because you don't, because you're retarded, or you're a history teacher. You're a fucking asshole. But like, I haven't met one history teacher that actually cares whether or not you know it. You know, like they just let you look at your phone and shit. At least once you're in high school.
I mean, it also depends on the person. Like. Yeah. When we were in fucking North Dakota and I was doing my finals for, it was when we were in Williston. We've got 2 hours to do the test, because that's how they had us do finals. First day we'd go to our first 3 classes, and then the next day we'd go to our next 3 classes, and they would give us 2 hours for each of their final exams. Now, the only thing with that was certain classes, they kind of had us do things up a little bit differently. Like for instance, woodshop class, because I took that year. We had basically been working on our final exam project throughout the semester. So when it came to actual finals day, we just kind of took our turn cleaning up the woodshop. You know? So that was different. Anyways, back to my actual point. Because I was so good at memorizing stuff, despite the fact that I took the most garbage notes possible, where legit I just half-assedly wrote the fucking bullet points. Like, not even the details or anything relevant or how they all connected. I just wrote, like, the bullet points from the slides as he was talking, because we were required to take notes for points for the class. And so because of that, I was able to get almost every single question on the test correct. I got all of the multiple choice questions correct, and then I missed a couple of points on the second essay question because I had just genuinely not paid enough attention when we were talking about French history. It was a world history class, but we were focusing on, let's see, what did we focus on? We focused on the late 1700s, but we also focused on, let's see, we had like the first half of the 20th century, and then we covered quite a bit of the 19th century, but it was like all over the place. So we were talking about like shit that was going on in Africa and the Middle East and Europe, as much as we were talking about American history. It was a good class. I liked it. But yeah, I finished that test in like an hour. So I gotta just fucking hang out in the cafeteria. Because I'd finished the test. He was like, what the fuck? He was confused because he checked my notes and he's like, wait a minute. What the hell? How did you get this stuff right with so little material to work with? Because, like, there was other kids in that same history class, and they got way lower scores than I did, and they had fucking detailed notes. And there was kids that basically just copied passages out of our textbook into their notes. We were allowed to do that, but I didn't need to. Because I was that kind of an autist. I could memorize the fuck out of things if it interested me. Anyways,
So during my sophomore science class, the teacher was kind of hot. Like, she's good looking. But anyways, so I had a table of 4 people, and we'd always get done really early because we'd split whatever assignment we were doing into 4s, and then we'd do it while she was explaining how to do it. And so we'd always finish in 10 minutes and then just talk to each other for the rest of class. And one of my buddies, he would always try and hit on the teacher, right? Yeah. And eventually she told him, I'm about to get married, quit doing that, it's getting kind of annoying. And he's like, that's okay. If you ever want a real man, you know where I'm at all times. Then he put his number down on her table, and then she threw it in the trash. And then
based.
So he grabbed a permanent marker, thinking it was like just an expo marker.
Oh,
and he
fuck.
wrote it on her board. And then he wrote his name, and then he wrote "Sexy Beast" underneath it. And
fucking retard.
So the teacher tried to wipe it away and figured out that he used her permanent marker on it. And so it's still up there. She like tried to wipe it away with like some sanitizer or something, but it's only like partially gone.
Oh man.
It's great.
So back to the topic of getting fucked to death by horses.
No, I'm done with that topic. Fuck that topic.
Oh man.
On to the topic of cringy fucking people.
So communists and furries?
Yeah, but also...
Could you please say the word also correctly, you fuck?
Whatever.
Jesus Christ, the Canadians say it more correctly than you.
Don't ever compare me to a Canadian. They live in a 4th world shithole. The only thing I can do...
There's not even 4th world countries, dude. Third world.
They're worse than 3rd world countries, so I just lump them in that. We need to just take Canada and make it into Canada Land. Another fucking Disneyland style thing. They don't even deserve to be respected as a real country.
Okay, so why would we turn it into a fucking theme park? Why don't we just turn it into the Canadian exclusion zone and then just let all the fossil fuel companies just excavate the hell out of it?
Because we still need the maple syrup. Their maple syrup is actually pretty fire. But
okay, so it's not actually Canada, it's just Canadians that suck.
well, yeah, but they've ruined the entire country by being there. So what we need to do is just be like, get the fuck out.
Huh.
Like,
the real question is, would that classify as racist?
I mean, they're Canadians. Who cares?
Well, no, my point is, most Canadians are fucking honkies.
Yeah, but who respects Canadians? I can't name one person that respects any Canadian that I know of.
Oh, man. Bruh, this reminds me of when fucking Lily Singh did that cringy-ass video about racism. It's like, so when you tell me to go back to my country, I need to go all the way back to Canada. It's like, okay, wow. I feel like she doesn't understand that actually made her seem worse to most Americans.
Yeah, Canada's just a trash.
If we're being honest, most Muslims, even the more jihadi ones, still pretty based.
Dude, there are a few
still pretty red-pilled on the women question. I'm kidding. I need to clarify that because people are retarded nowadays. Don't understand jokes anymore.
Dude, like, there are some Canadians that are good, but Canada as a whole is just, like, it's not good.
So, what you're saying is we need to formulate the right-wing death squads from Jinro, have them evacuate the good Canadians, the honorary Americans, if you will.
Okay.
and then we just need to, here's a question though, bud. What about the native Canadians, you know?
I don't know.
Do you think we should just let them have their reservations and just not give them money and see if they revert back to their old ways?
I mean, I'm sure, I don't know. If it gets in the way of Canada land, then we'll just get rid of them. But if it doesn't, then we're cool.
Well, I mean, since the left is clearly pushing us towards globalism, and we're definitely on our way to the Aldous Huxley like dystopia. I feel like Canada would be a great candidate for having the what do they call them? Oh yeah, they called it the savage reservations because people used to call native people savages, unironically.
Yeah, that reminds me of the fucking level in Borderlands where you have to try and find a new name for the bully mongs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that mission's great. Anyways.
Yeah, you end up calling them boner farts. You know, It sucks that Borderlands had to get so shitty, but that's what happens when you let pieces of shit like Randy Pitchford continue to be involved in things.
I have no idea who that is.
He's the guy in charge of Gearbox.
Okay. But,
He is also a genuinely terrible person.
yeah. Dude, all these rich assholes are nowadays.
I don't know, Elon Musk seems alright. He doesn't seem to be a complete dickhole.
Yeah, but that's just because, like,
But then again, he does seem to be like one of them science nerds, so that's part of why.
Yeah, but he just, like, I don't know if he's just more intelligent than all the other ones, because he just makes a lot of fucking memes and jokes and shit. Like, that's why everybody likes him. I feel like if you looked hard enough, you could find some fucked up shit, but, like, I don't know. Most of the rich people are just fucking assholes. Like Trump's a fucking asshole. Biden's a fucking asshole.
I think part of it with Elon Musk is like he didn't like he's rich. He's very rich, but he's not like he's not like
he's the richest person in the world right now, isn't he?
I thought he was still at like 5th place.
No, he's been like battling fucking Bezos for a while. I thought. I could be wrong, but Bezos is like, I don't know. But he's up there.
Well, and it's like this, because one of the great examples of like somebody who got themselves up from being like lower middle class or you know, you've got Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, fucking Bill Gates, but in the case of Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, they had a lot of failures go on in their whole deal. Like, a lot of people don't realize Apple's whole thing used to be that they were cheaper than Microsoft. Like, that was their whole deal. They used to build quality, competitive, but consumer friendly on the price computers. But then they started getting a little full of themselves, and there were actually retards who started to believe the hype. Like when I don't know who started it, like if it was a marketing thing or what, but somebody started the rumor that there's no computer viruses for Mac OS, and that's just not true.
Huh.
But, I mean, there's always stupid people that like things. I mean, Jesus Christ, remember when 4chan put out that fake poster that said that you could charge your iPhone 6 by putting it in the microwave?
Oh, God. I do remember that. That was fucking great.
Yeah. Bunch of fucking idiots there.
Dude, remember when fucking 4chan figured out about, like, you know when they had the Twitter boards, right? If you posted with a hashtag, it would pop up on boards and shit.
Oh, you're talking about the fucking, okay. You're talking about
there was like
the
a business
fucking
conference that had it, but there were a few other places too.
Yeah, it was like Allegiance something or whatever the fuck. Some fucking corporate networking shill synergy gayness. Anyways, yeah. Look, the thing about 4chan is that its core model is image boards that are anonymous. Like, even the name tags are anonymous there. You know? Like, there are fucking Twitter users who, like, they just have a fucking default name that it just gave them when they signed up on that burner account, and they put literally no personal information on there, because they literally just use it to Twitter shitpost. Which, honestly, is not as fun these last 5 years.
Well, I mean, yeah. Dude, honestly, I don't know what the fuck America's doing, but they need to enforce free speech on the internet. Like, if you claim to be a public platform...
Well, here's a better argument against that whole thing. Twitter, Facebook, all of these sites, all of the big ones,
yeah,
they get government subsidies.
Well, that
and it's
also,
already established in U.S. common law. If you get government money, you have to respect the Constitution, or you have to stop accepting the government money.
Yeah, that.
So either they can fuck off and only because, like, I understand not wanting to let people post gore videos because that's technically illegal because snuff films are illegal. Even if it's just like a live leak video of some poor bastard getting crushed in a car accident.
Yeah.
You know? Some people are weird like that.
Well, I mean, there
Like-
should be some rules, but specifically,
You shouldn't be... It shouldn't be so fucking blatant. Because, let's be honest, alright? The only time you ever really noticed people of a certain political bent getting booted off is usually when that person has been arrested for crimes.
yeah.
Whereas most everybody else, when they get booted off of Twitter, it's usually for a bullshit rule that shouldn't be there in the first place. And if it is going to be there, how come you guys don't apply it equally? Although it does sometimes lead to funny things, like how fucking Sargon of Akkad got banned off of Twitter, not for arguing with left-wingers and other left-wing activists, but in fact, it was because he was sending interracial gay porn to alt-right accounts.
That's kind of funny.
It is utterly fucking hilarious. But there's all kinds of shit that people don't realize. Like, alright, I'm gonna say this, and if I end up dead in the next 6 months, you will know that I was actually correct and not talking out of my ass. The whole reason the alt-right turned into what it did is because of Richard Spencer, and Richard Spencer is a goddamn CIA operative. Alright? Richard Spencer fucking glows, we all know it, we all need to just accept it, and that's why the alt-right turned into unironic right-wing fascists.
Dude, I have a friend who legitimately believes that Alex Jones is right about everything he said, and it is great. I have genuine
It's getting a lot harder to tell people that Alex Jones is not correct about things. I mean,
dude, it's just so funny.
It's getting to the point where we're really just splitting hairs when we try and say, no, he's not correct. I mean, at this point, the only aspect of certain things is, remember remember how you used to call the elites the fucking pedophile space vampires? Well, at this point, the only word that's not correct in that statement is space.
No, well, maybe. I don't know.
Well, we all know about the whole pedo shit. That's not up for debate. But so
the vampire thing is a bit.
There's a lot of anti-aging products made with the stem cells of young people.
Yeah. So,
and it's the kind of stuff that's super expensive, so only the wealthy elite could even afford it. So, I mean, I'm not saying they're just outright drinking children's blood, but I mean, in the metaphorical sense of they're literally stealing the youth from young people,
dude,
to lengthen their lives. I mean, that's kind of vampire-ish, you know?
Dude, I seen this 60-year-old lady, and I would have bet you, like, all the money in the world that she was under 25. She fucking, goddamn, that bitch was hot. But she did a fucking, like, so I was sitting in a pool, right? And they locked or in a hot tub. And they locked the gate, right?
Yeah.
She's in a fucking, one of those bikinis with the fucking, like, thing that comes down, like the loincloth style thing. You know what I'm talking about,
so
right?
she's got like a sarong or whatever the fuck over the...
She, like, grabs the fucking gate with one hand and does a hip flip over it.
What the fuck?
She's 60 years old.
How do you know she's 60?
Because I was talking to her. She has 2 grandkids that she showed me pictures of.
What the fuck?
And they were like my age.
What a strange fucking planet we live on.
Her daughter's like 35 or some shit.
Should've banged the
and she looks older than she does. Her daughter looks older than she does.
Man, that reminds me of that story of that, like, fucking Japanese woman who people would misidentify her as her son's her girlfriend because she looked the same age as him. Even though she was like 50 and he was like 18 or 19, she looked to be about his age.
Well, like, if she were Asian, it'd make slightly more sense. But some Asians, like,
That's
look younger
racist.
than they are. How's that racist? Some Asians look younger than they are, you know? Like, Asian women don't age
It's
the
racist
same way.
because reality is racist, apparently.
I don't know. Anyway. But, like, she was just white, so, like, I don't know.
Fuck.
But, yeah. So that's cool. Anyways, back to what I brought up earlier and then we never talked about. Cringy fucking people. So...
We already spoke about Canadians.
Oh, yeah, but, like, that... yeah, okay, fair enough. But
By
what
the way,
I was
just for
really
the
getting
record,
at
we're
is...
all gonna identify as black and trans, so we can say and do whatever we want.
No.
I mean, I got my ancestry test results. I'm blacker than Elizabeth Warren by a huge margin. Hell, I'm barely native, and I'm still more native than she is.
Anyways, what I was getting at is cringy fucking teenagers. It needs to be stopped. Lego dates? Fucking what the fuck is up with you people?
I forgot he told us about that.
Dude, what is wrong with people right now? Like, if you fucking... Oh, God.
I can tell you the answer, bud. We took away bullying.
I mean, I feel like saying bullying was a good thing is, like, really hard
Okay, let me
to say.
let me
But-
give you the nuanced, correct, factual answer. All right. So it's not that we took away bullying. It's that bullying was forced to evolve because they tried to take it away. And so instead of bullying be, you know, you would pick on a kid because he was weaker than you, and eventually that kid, he would hate it so much that he would go out of his way to get strong enough to kick your ass, and either he would or you would still beat him, but it actually took you effort, and you would be friends after that.
Yeah.
Because
And they'd
you
quit
came
being
to a sort of...
fucking weird.
There's a certain kind of understanding that young boys and even grown men come to after they fight each other. I have never seen this happen with women, but as equality has been making a thing, women have had a much greater input on how boys need to be raised, and I'm gonna say it. That's the problem.
Unless it's professional fighting, women fight like they're trying to fucking kill each other. They fight dirty, and it's just terrifying. Like, if I were a girl, I would never fight anybody. Like, I seen a girl grab another girl's hair, shove fucking tater tots in her mouth, and then kick her in the cunt. Like, dude, what the fuck? What even is that? What did the tater tots accomplish in that situation? I have no idea, but I would never want to be a part
The
of
Choker
it.
2.0, I guess.
God damn.
Dude, she, like, ripping people's hair out and shit, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That, and I don't understand those huge-ass gauges, or whatever the fuck they're called.
Yeah, gauges.
Yeah, that, you know, where they have, like, a big enough
that's just a
hole
thing that some
that you
people
can
do.
put your
It's
hand
stupid.
through. If somebody can grab your ear in a fight from a distance, you need to get smaller ears. Like, why would you genuinely choose to have gauges that big? Like, the little ones are fine, but if somebody can fit their hand through it and grab your ear, you should not have that big a ear. Like,
Yeah.
that and the fucking ones that are in the middle of your ear. You've seen those? How people have them in the middle of the top of their ear?
Wait, they get gauges in their upper ear?
It's like...
Or are you talking about those bars?
It's no, not bars, but like they've got a hole in the top of their ear from
Okay.
an earring thing. It's just, it looks really weird, and I don't like it.
I've seen people who get like many piercings in their ears going all the way up the back side of it, but I've never seen anybody with just an outright hole in their upper ear.
No, it's like a gauge, but it's
Okay, so it's just a gauge up above in the ear instead of
like
down on the
here.
lobe.
Yeah, it's like here to here, and it's like a hole. I don't understand
Okay,
that.
still, maybe don't say that in a way that requires people to see it, since I'm not having any of us on camera right now.
Okay, but you're
you fucking spurred.
What's the upper part of your ear called?
Fuck, I don't remember.
They'll understand. I'm
labia?
describing it very well.
Shut up, Bear. Fucking smartass.
Anyway.
Everybody knows that the labia is the sensitive part of a chick's butthole.
Wait. Labia, clitoris, bitch, how many vaginas you got?
God God damn it! why am I talking like Red Burger?
Why do you sound like a McDonald's character when you laugh?
I don't know. It just happens sometimes.
Why do you sound like all the characters from the McDonald's lore and the Chuck E. Cheese lore are having an orgy?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Anyways.
You know, Barrett, people always tell me you got jokes, but your jokes are second rate.
Fuck you, Jeff. That stands for Edward Chiselhands, by the way.
Fuck
What?
yourself. Whatever, Ham Planet.
Fuck you.
Neither of you guys can run a mile. Until both of you can run a mile, you're not allowed to call each other fat.
Hey, I've done that.
Yet you've done it in the past, you can't do it currently. And don't even, like, try and say some shit about me, because I can run 5 miles. So fuck you.
You fuck yourself.
I
fucking... Okay,
Yeah.
when was this? This was, this was the end of February I did this.
Uh-huh.
No, I
Okay,
legit did this.
I'm listening.
I didn't run, I grant you. However, I did walk continuously without stopping for 11 miles.
Okay.
Without proper, hiking gear, just wearing these shitty ass fucking Walmart shoes.
Okay,
I've had them for like 3 months and I've already ruined them because I've spilled death on them more than once.
Spilled what?
Death. Oh, right. You haven't driven. Newer diesel engines. DEF stands for diesel exhaust fluid. It's to help make it run cleaner. It makes the engine run more efficiently. Anyways, I grant you, I wasn't running, but shit, I managed to walk 11 miles without stopping and without puking. Okay? You and I both know in-shape people that couldn't pull that off.
I know people who lift a bunch of weights who couldn't pull that off, but not like anybody who does any cardio. Like if you lift weights exclusively, you get really tired from just like walking or running. And if you hit like 300-pound mark, then you also get tired from walking or running.
Yeah.
But, like that's just because you're so heavy and you're so unused to cardio that it just sucks to do.
Well, it's the same reason why fat people get to huffing and puffing if they have to park on the far side of the parking lot at the Walmart. It's just that they're not adapted to moving like that.
Like, I'm a bit overweight right now, but I could never let myself get that fat.
How much do you weigh?
I'm 250. I run 5 miles.
Dude, you're like, what, 5'7", maybe 5'8" now?
I'm 5'8".
Okay.
So I can run 5 miles every morning, and I'm just bulky, okay?
Well, everyone in our family is bulky, dude.
Yeah, but
that's just...
I'm a little bit overweight, but, like, I'm
even for bulky, you should probably not be more than 170 pounds.
I'm at 30% body fat, so I'm doing good.
I thought 20 was
26
the cutoff.
is what you need for the to get into the military. Well, unless you're in Marines, I think it's quite a bit lower for Marines.
That makes sense. But no, what I was saying was I thought 20% was the cutoff for being considered overweight. And then 30% was the cutoff for being obese.
I don't know.
I must have my percentages wrong. I don't do math. I'm not a fucking nerd.
Dude, math's like the easiest subject. English is in writing is fucking terrible. It makes no sense. Like, it makes sense.
Well, that's because English as a language is really just 5 languages in a trench coat.
Yeah, but at least we sound like at least...
I will say this for the English language, at least they don't do that stupid fucking shit that you get in a lot of other European languages, and even other non-European languages where you've got gendered objects.
Dude,
like, why the fuck does a chair need to be either masculine or feminine? It's a fucking chair, not a person.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just an object. It does not have a gender. The only objects that have gender are sex dolls.
Dude, I wonder how Dude, I wonder, like, if you're...
Do not back my car into your fucking Denali.
Anyways.
Circle.
Shut up, Bear.
Anyways.
Yeah, this motherfucker backed into my car.
Anyways. Fucking, how do non-binary people say shit in other languages? Like, gendered words specifically. Like, do they just not pronounce the end?
It's actually even funnier than that. A lot of languages, when they refer to... When you translate the term non-binary into other languages, it genders the term non-binary.
That's kind of funny. But, like, legit, how do they do that? Do they just kind of mix and match however they feel like? Or do they just kind of stick with whatever they were born with?
You know, it's hard to say because I've never even heard of a non-binary person coming from, you know, not the English-speaking world. I've only ever heard of, like, Australians and Americans and Canadians and Brit fags.
Yeah, but when do you hear about Italian or French people, you know? Or, like, fucking Asians. Well, I mean, to be fair, Asians are kind of racist. Like...
I mean, the Chinese for sure.
Well, yeah, for sure, but also even the Japanese, like they're
well, yeah,
like the Japanese, but like they have bars that like non-natives can't go into.
That's true. And also, if you have tattoos, you can't go into most onsens.
Well,
of course, that was more because of the Yakuza, but I mean, you know, it's not ye olden times when the only people that got tattoos were sailors and scumbags. Well, I guess that'll call it for this first one. It's almost 45 minutes. That's good.
That's a good podcast line.
Podcast?
Yeah, like that's similar. We need to have a name for it at least. The podcast.
Don't you fucking say that, you goddamn nerd.
That will never be our name. Because fuck you, that's why. Dude, we need to have it. We need to have it something that is lame, but not lame. So
New Jersey?
No. Like something like it can't be this because it's completely lame. But it's got to be something like execution, but with like instead of execution, it's like just an X instead of the EX.
Oh god, like, that's gayer than AIDS.
Yeah, but it's got to be something like that, but not gay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, whatever. Well, anyways, we're gonna end this because I need to listen back to it and see how terrible the audio is since none of us had microphones.
Oh shit, and we were driving.
Yep.